Hello, it's Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another video tutorial, and today I'm going to be working with the Expressions in Ink suite of products, and it is an absolutely gorgeous suite of products. And I just want to show you some of the paper. And now I cut these papers down to 6 by 6, but they do come 12 by 12. Okay, that's the one side with all the shiny gold on it. Isn't that pretty? And the other side is just beautiful print. I mean, it is just, oh, this is the gold side. This needs to be flipped. Okay, and look at that. We have partial printing on some of the papers where you could cut it and put, you know, a sentiment on top or some more decorations. I mean, this is some of the most beautiful paper that I've ever seen Stampin' Up! Print. So definitely get your hands on some of these. Now, I only cut down half of my stack this time. But it also comes with a die set and a stamp. This die set is called Artistic Dies, and it cuts out the stuff that you can stamp here, except for it doesn't cut this out, but it gives you some extra. Look at this gorgeous leaf that you can cut out in green or gold or whatever colors you want. But I'm going to be making a card today, just doing it just a little bit different, and I'm going to be using this piece right here. Yeah, this piece was, of course, 12 by 12, and the way I cut it into quarters, you know, this is like 1/4 of it, and it had more design on one side than the other. And I thought, you know what? I think I want to turn it this way, and I want to cut it this way. How am I going to do that? So what I did is I took out my rectangle stitched dies, and this is what I'm going to do. I am going to cut it like that. Yep, and then we'll put our sentiment and decorations and everything, and we'll layer it on some of this beautiful pink, and that pink is Magenta Madness. I have it here, but I also have it in the cardstock. And we're also going to use a white card base, a basic white card base. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out on my die cutting machine, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've cut this out, and this is what I've got right here, and this is what I'm going to be layering. But I want to also cut some basic white. I keep wanting to say whisper white, but this is basic white that I'm cutting, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to 5.5. This is a 8.5 by 11 sheet. Cutting it down to 5.5. I'm going to be scoring it right here at 4.25 with my scoring blade. That's the lighter blade, and I'm just going to score that. We're going to fold this now. What I like to do is I like to fold this. I'll open this up right now. I like to fold it on the corner here, just to make sure I've got all my corners matched up nicely, and then I will use my bone folder to fold it here. And then I'm going to cut some of that Magenta Madness. I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 also. I'm going to put this aside because I just need 1/4 of this piece of paper here, this piece of cardstock rather, and we're going to just take this, and with the bigger one of that rectangle stitched rectangle dies, we're going to go ahead and cut one of these out like that. Okay, but I'm going to do that, but what I wanted to show you with your leftovers, what you'll be able to do, which I think is really fun, I'm going to take my paper snips, and with that middle piece right there, and that middle piece right there, you will be able to make another card with this. I'm just going to cut that down here, and I will cut this right here. Let's keep it going here. And look at the card that you will be able to make and put your decorations on the inside. So, but what I'm going to do today, I just thought, you know, let me use that as a suggestion for you. And with these, you could also do something with like maybe a note card. Yeah, I don't know. Let me check. I have to check the measurements. But I thought you could make about 3 different cards with one 6x6 piece of that gorgeous paper. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and run this piece through the die cutting machine, and I will be right back. So that's the largest of the rectangle stitch dies, and the next to the largest that I used. And you get this little frame here that you might be able to use on another card. But look, this is going to layer so nicely on the top of that. And it will also layer nicely on this card base here. Isn't that pretty? Now, if I wanted to, I could put some gold in there, but I love that this is gold. The little, you know, shimmery gold that's on there already. And what I'm going to use is the a couple of pieces from this, oh, what is it called now? It's called the Expressions in Ink Ephemera pack. I'm sorry, Ephemera, which I'm kind of wondering why they named it ephemera, because ephemera kind of means short-lived. And it's usually in like in paper form, like a document that's supposed to self-destruct or something like that. But this is just some really beautiful die cuts, and they're all in gold, and you get I think you get like 5 or 6 of these sheets. How many do you get? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 of these sheets, and you're able to pull these out and maybe just put a little bit of glue. But I don't even need to put glue on these, because what I'm going to do is put glue. You know how delicate these things are. I'm going to put glue, and I'm going to put dimensionals on my sentiment. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard for me to think and work at the same time. So this is the one I've chosen, the one with the 2 hexagons that are glued together. I'm going to put that here first, and then I'm going to lay this leaves like that, and then we'll put this all together. But what I need to do is create a sentiment, and I'm going to do that with a piece of Whisper White. I'm sorry, Basic White, and we're going to do some gold embossing. So what I have is the thank you right here. Actually, it's not thank you, it's thanks. Yes, it is thanks. You get all these different sentiments. Hello, best wishes. You have a birthday sentiment, thanks, and all of these gorgeous images that you can stamp. And we're going to go ahead and stamp some of those too on the inside of the card. But let me start by taking out my Versamark, and I'm going to be using my embossing buddy just to get off some of the static that I have on my hands and on the paper. And we're just going to go ahead and ink this up with the embossing, with the Versamark, which is a, it's kind of like a pigment ink with no pigment. It's kind of like a, what do you call that? I'll think of the word. Stamping that down like that. Glycerin. That's the word. Okay. And so now I'm going to bring this out, piece of scrap here. And I'm going to take my gold, which I have in a little tub right here. And I am just going to pour this on here. Flick some of that off. Okay. Make sure I have enough on there. Yep. Oh well. We'll try that. If it doesn't work, we'll do it over again. Let me pour this back in there. The lid on this so I don't spill it everywhere. And we're going to take out our heat gun, and we are just going to I'll try to shut the volume off when I do this, but we'll heat this. Okay, there you go. We have a nice shiny thank you there, or thanks. And I'm going to see if one of these framelets, let's see which framelit, maybe this one here, the smallest one, will that fit? Yes, it will. It's going to fit. So I'm going to use the smallest of these rectangle stitched framelets, or I think it's now called the stitched rectangle dies. So I'm going to take this to the die cutting machine, and I will be right back. So we've got our thanks here that we're going to be putting right here, like that. I'm wondering if maybe I take this. I'm just going to try something here. Let me take the next die up. That's this one here. So that's that one. And I'm going to go ahead and die cut out the middle. Nobody's going to notice that. And let me see how this is going to work out with that layered on there. Okay, I'll be right back. So far I have used the two largest and the two of the smallest of these rectangle dies. And now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to place this right here. Okay, we're placing this right here, right? What is that? Get all these little dusty pieces off of here, and we're going to place this like that. We're going to place our thanks over that. We're going to put some greenery. Let's see, should we put it behind here? Yep, that's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to place it all on top of here, just like that. Isn't that going to be beautiful? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Now I'm excited. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to layer this over the pink here, and I'm going to do that with some Tombow Mono multi-purpose glue. And of course I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet because we don't want to get glue everywhere. And I'm just going to put it all around the edges here, not in the middle so much because I don't want the glue to come through that hole I just made. Okay, so this is the front. You can always tell the front from the back because the stitching is really nice in the front. And the back, they kind of look haggard and jagged. So we're putting this right on here like that. And just make sure you have a somewhat even border all the way around, like that. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and place this in here, on here. And where's my glue? Oh, I just put it away. I didn't even put it away. It's just right here. It was right in front of my face. That's why I couldn't see it. Under my nose. Okay. And now I'm going to put this on this here. Now you have we have a nice white border around that. I kind of like that. So there we go. And now let's put this together. I think I'm not going to put that on there just yet. What I need to do is I need to grab some dimensionals. So, but I will also grab a glue dot. Let me see, where is my take your pick tool? I'm going to use your take your pick tool, grab a glue dot. And you want to put the glue dot on the front here, like that. Okay, because that is going to go behind here like that. And then We're not going to glue that down just yet, but we want it right in the middle. Okay. And we're going to put dimensionals in here, and the dimensionals is going to hold this and that together. So let's grab our dimensionals, and I want to put, let's see, 3, 1, oop, let me get in camera here, 1, 2, and 3. Let's take this backer paper off of the dimensionals. Okay, and now, you know what? I think this is going to be a little less distracting if I do it this way on my silicone craft sheet. Okay, so you're going to see a little bit on both sides. I'm trying to center it nicely. Okay, like that. And then we can put this, I'm not going to pop it up, but I'm just going to, because we have enough pop, you know, things popping up there, I'm just going to put a little bit more of this multi-purpose liquid glue on that, and we're going to just place it right in the center of our card. Okay. Oh my goodness, I really like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so what about the inside? Let's do some stamping on the inside. It is just, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have this this gorgeous piece here. I mean it's like a flower, but it kind of reminds me of when you're doing some alcohol ink blending. I think that's the you know, the image that they're going after with this. It's so beautiful. I think I'm going to use this one and that one and this one with some more heat embossing. With, see those little dots there? But where am I going to put that? I think I just want to put a partial of it right here on this side. No, I think I want it on this side. Yep, I'm going to put it on this side. Okay, so here we go. And I'm not going to put it full strength because Magenta Madness is a very, very dark color. I'm looking for my Magenta Madness ink pad here. Yes, it is a very bright, gorgeous bright. If you like magenta, you'll love this Magenta Madness. Okay, so I'm going to stamp off. Look at that image. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm just going to put part of that image right on the bottom here, like that. Okay, but with the full strength of this is that smaller stamp. I'm going to put that right here with full strength. And then I'm going to let this dry just a little bit. Let me move this over. I'm going to let this dry just a little bit, and then I'm going to use some more Versamark. Hold on a second. Before I do that, I want to stamp a few flowers in the corner up here. These are this is like a 3 set of flowers right here. I'm just going to stamp it right here in the corner up there. Oop, full strength. We'll try to get that one there better. It's a little better. I kind of stamped it off, but that's okay. This image is kind of messy, so now we're going to take, let's close this up. We're going to take our Versamark. We're going to take this Versamark and we're going to stamp this about 2 times right here. One right there and one right here. Okay, and what we're going to do is put some more gold. Let's bring out our gold. And bring out our paper. So we have a few dots of gold. I hope it's going to work because I don't know if I let it dry enough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And we are going to pour this back in like that. Cover this up. And let's bring out our heat gun. Well, I noticed what I did with the stamp is I got a little bit of with this stamp here, I got a little bit of the edge on here, and it picked up some of the gold embossing, but I don't think that looks too bad. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make sure that this is folded nice and neatly right here. Okay. Does it need anything else? I don't know. I don't know. I really like it the way it is, but what I'm also going to do is we're going to put some of these self-adhesive sequins on here that came in that ephemera pack. Yeah, look how pretty. It's all like iridescent, gorgeous. Love it. And we'll put just a few around like that. I think I'll put one right there. Oh, that really makes it sparkle. Okay, I think I'm just going to put like maybe 3. I'll put one down here. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm done. This is my card for my Simply Sweet Saturday. I hope that you really enjoyed this card. I really did enjoy making this card. So if you need any of the tools and supplies that I used in this video, please go to my website at www.geoamazingpapercrafts.stampinup.net. Everything's going to be listed in the description of the video. So once again, I am Jeanette with Geoamazing Paper Crafts, and you make it a great day. Bye-bye.